大家好，我是大金，欢迎回到我的频道。在这里呢，我们会一起来看一些那些在网络上面流传的一些奇异的、挑战人们认知的一些影片哦。那我们话不多说，赶快开始吧 ，Let's go！
Check out, these AI glasses are a massive medical breakthrough. They look completely normal, but it turns out these glasses let legally blind people see again for the first time. These are the Innovega smart glasses. They have 80 filed patents, and the way they work is super interesting. Now, their Gen 2 system comes with the glasses themselves, as well as a pair of extremely high-tech contact lenses. When the wearer has the contacts in without the glasses, they operate completely normal. But as soon as they put the glasses on, the contacts activate a super advanced digital display inside the lenses, which can magnify the world up to 30x for the wearer. Literally, as if it were magic, this combination brings the world into focus for many that have tried them. Now, Innovega has gone through several clinical trials and tested the system on dozens of patients with extreme vision impairment, many of which were legally blind. And the results are astonishing. Before Innovega, many patients literally could not see the world around them. They couldn't see their families, they walked with guide dogs, many of them couldn't operate through their daily life on their own. But with the glasses, patients with untreatable vision loss were able to get their vision back or see for the first time. This is truly one of the coolest tech stories I've seen. There are over 300 million people with some kind of vision impairment, and I think this is going to be a massive breakthrough for enabling vision all around the world.
值得期待哦。All right.
Trump's ballroom.
Dude, I've heard some conspiracies about this.
Yeah, the kicker, Trump is not using taxpayer money. He has some donors.
Ooh.
You ready for these donors?
I guess.
Google, Apple, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, Lockheed Martin, Palantir,
Typical.
T-Mobile.
One of these
Sponsored
things
by
is not
T-Mobile.
like the other. Yeah.
Here's where it gets weird. Now it's going to be over $300 million for this 90,000 square foot ballroom. $3,330 a square foot. Way outside the standard of what you pay per square foot for a building.
So what are they spending so much money on?
A theory is that they're building an underground database center.
Yeah, there you go.
A couple years ago, Israel built a underground data center. They paid $319 million for this.
That's got to be it.
So this ballroom is costing about the same as what this data center cost in
But
Jerusalem.
not nearly as big.
Well, that's just the surface.
Yeah.
Because they're just building a ballroom.
Yeah.
But what's going to be underneath?
And why are all these people interested in
And
investing in it?
They would all invest
Yeah.
because they don't want to be excluded.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
bro.
In 2008, when everyone was telling me to get rid of my MySpace and to get a Facebook, I was right. I should have stuck with MySpace.
Who made MySpace?
Tom.
The legend.
You don't know Tom?
MySpace Tom?
I didn't have a MySpace.
No.
Do you know how young I am?
I know how old I am.
哦，对啊，我还记得 MySpace。哎，原来有道理，不只说他要黄金打造整个 ballroom， 有可能就是他们要往地下钻他们自己的 server。这样其实有道理，因为政府要有自己的机密的伺服器的中心，而且不止一个。
I can't stop thinking about what I just learned recently. There was a woman who had a persistent cough and fever for over 6 months. She received antibiotics, anti-tuberculosis medicine, and nothing was helping. The cause ended up being an inverted bag-like structure inside of her lung that was later revealed to be a condom. Keanu Reeves' stunt double in The Matrix is who ended up directing him in the John Wick movies. The word run is apparently the most complex word in the English language because it has 645 possible meanings. Luis Albino was a 6-year-old boy who was kidnapped in 1951 and was found alive by his relatives in 2024. When Pluto was discovered, the first choice for a name was Minerva, but apparently it was already taken by an asteroid. After Steve Carell left The Office, James Gandolfini of The Sopranos was offered the role to replace him, but HBO paid him $3 million to not take it. The iPhone 5 was released in the same month that GTA 5 came out.
There's an interesting way of travel in Egypt, and it's not on a boat. It's in these. These are giant granite boxes. This one's in Edfu Temple, and it's a throne. The temple itself shows you how to use these boxes for solar travel. You don't enter the temple from your temple, the two sides. You enter the temple from the center. Center is the corpus callosum that links the two hemispheres together. So symbolically, when you link the two hemispheres together, you earn yourself a wedget. Wedget comes out of the third eye, the one that can see the snakes. The wisdom of the snake is the physics of vibration today. Now the box is on the boat because the box carries you through the wormhole. That is the boat. That boat sits on the vibrations of the microcosm, the atomic, and the macrocosm, the galactic. So how do you interact with all this? The physical layers of your body are what you're inhabiting right now. The nervous system animates this matter using a mysterious force that science will not recognize. Closest analog that we have would probably be plasma. That invisible body is called the Merkaba. Mer being the light wave. The Ka and the Ba are your individual expression of the entire spirit of the universe. Merkaba is the vehicle used to surf those waves like Kelly Slater. Everything is working in torus or donut form. Electromagnetic link is the stream or channel that's created by the earth and the sun.
很好玩的连接。
If you see a traffic barrel on the side of the highway, it might be watching you. The Associated Press just exposed a secret Border Patrol program that is monitoring millions of U.S. drivers. They're hiding license plate readers inside of traffic safety equipment to track your movements without you knowing. Using AI to analyze your travel patterns, if the algorithm thinks your driving looks suspicious, like driving on back roads or making short trips, it flags you. Then they tell local police to pull you over. They call it a whisper stop. The cop will say it's for speeding or window tint, but they're actually hunting for intelligence. Former Border Patrol officials confirmed that the agency has tried to keep any mention of the surveillance program out of court documents and police reports, even going so far as proposing dropping charges rather than risk revealing any details about how the surveillance works.
所以说，不管是什么样的制度，虽然说我们要给人民尽量大限度的自由，但是最终来讲，还是因为治安的关系，还是要有一定的管控吗？到最后就是像是关键报告一样，就是在你就是做坏事之前，可能大数据都已经猜出来你想要干嘛。
Pilots witnessed a cluster of UFOs over the Pacific Ocean around 43,000 feet. Check it out.
Look. You see them? Oh, yeah. There's...
What? Yeah, what the hell?
Shit.
Oh, it's like a perfect line.
哎，感觉好像一个天马星座哦。
说错了，其实是猎户座。
The pilot's witness statement goes like this. So I'm a pilot and this is not the first occurrence of these lights in the sky that I've witnessed flying along the west coast. This video I captured, however, is the best footage I've got so far.
一样，他们的光球都是闪各种颜色，七彩的。
Flying over Oakland at around 43,000 foot, looking west over the Pacific Ocean. The lights appeared much higher than our altitude. Could be military, but Oakland Center said there was no active events in that direction that they know of, right? So again, the 20th of November, and this is around 8:28 p.m. Location 100 miles off the west of Oakland, California. Amount of pilots that are coming forward this year and all kind of reporting their own sort of experiences, and activity has only increased since the start of the year as well, and with more pilots coming forward, and we've had probably about 4 collisions with strange metallic objects on planes this year alone, let alone last year as well.
感觉是一个3D 立体的什么在旋转着。 无人机吗 ？Grand Rapids, Michigan。哇，是怎样？感觉好像有星际大战在云中，神仙打架，星际大战。哇塞，还真多 activities。 Austin, Texas， 奥斯汀，德州。哇哦，哇，这也是哎，外星人聚众吗？还是闪蓝光？I would like to witness this. 我想要回家的时候也看到这种，好酷哦！这应该不是前段时间的 Northern Light， 而且里面有好多亮点哦。就是在云里面打架嘛，神仙打架。哇塞，他们在云中干嘛？ 翻云覆雨 ，OK。
I had a few private conversations with former President George Herbert Walker Bush in 2003, in which he told me that when he became the CIA director in the Ford administration, he was not briefed on the legacy UAP crash retrieval program, but he later found out about it, and he informed me that there were a number of crash retrievals that had taken place since the mid-1940s. And he also informed me of a UAP event that took place at Holloman Air Force Base in 1964, where 3 UAPs approached the Air Force Base. One of them landed on the tarmac, and a non-human entity deboarded the craft that landed and interacted with uniformed Air Force and civilian CIA personnel. And when he asked for more details, he was told that he did not have a need to know.
所以这个影片叫做 Age of Disclosure 大揭露时代。所以说，如果大家对这个幽浮外星 extraterrestrial 有兴趣的话，那一定要去看这个片子。这个片子的话是在Amazon 亚马逊 Prime 上面的影片。这个是2025年11月20号才刚出的。没多久，在这一片里面都有非常多的有利的人士，就是比如说就是前 CIA 的官员啊，或者是议员啊，或者是政府官员啊，都有在这个纪录片里面就是谈到他们对外星人这个经验。所以说呢，基本上来讲呢，这个片子的推出就是已经让世人知道说，美国本身的已经是承認有外星人的存在。Anyways， 所以非常值得这一看。那在之后我大概也会找一小段出来看。Alright.
Hey y'all, this is absolutely ridiculous. This guy doesn't even realize the cops had stopped chasing him. And he still pulls over to get some gas. And whose credit card do you think he used to get this gas? My man's doing all this to get away and really stop for some gas. He knows. Like, how lucky is he that he lost the cops a few miles back? And you know what makes this even more weird? Like, he really decides to ditch the car in a little bit. Like, why did you even put gas in the freaking car if you're gonna end up getting rid of it? Cause as soon as he goes underneath this bridge, he just gets rid of the car. I really hope he didn't use his own credit card to get that gas. But this is probably the first time in history that someone was able to get gas during a police chase.
但是他成功逃走了吗？哇，他太屌了吧！追还跑去加油啊！大概只有在加州才会发生这种事，太好笑了。
Scientists just discovered a powerful way to lower pain by matching music to your body's movement. And no, this wasn't wishful thinking. They found important brainwave changes when the mind and the body were in sync with the music. In a recent study, scientists already knew that both music and movement helps lower pain. But the big question was that they didn't understand why and whether if being in sync with the music itself was important at all. So they set up this experiment where participants got this small pain stimuli while listening to percussion music. And they tested different scenarios where participants would only listen to the music or drum in sync, out of sync, or totally mismatched with the original music. While listening only or drumming out of sync helped just a little bit, the biggest pain reductions came when participants both listened and drummed to the music while in sync. And this is because the in-sync movement lowered a key brainwave called the N2 component, which is connected to how your brain feels pain. And this synchrony works because your brain likes predictability. When your actions matches the beat, the brain feels like everything is lining up, reducing conflict, stress, and also when you get into this groove, you naturally activate the body's reward system, where reward and pleasure lowers pain, in addition to being in a flow state where you have less attention on yourself and more focus on the activity. And what's interesting is that out of sync movement does the exact opposite, creating more sensory conflict, more cognitive effort, which means you feeling more pain. Key takeaway here is synchronizing your body with rhythm by dancing or playing music can lower pain in brain-based ways.
所以跳舞可以减轻疼痛，其实也不是，就是跟随的节奏。如果你不跟随的节奏，反而会增加痛楚。所以就是跟随节奏，或者是重复做一些事情，让自己觉得很舒服的事情。或者是也就是转移注意力，听音乐等于是转移注意力，也是一种，所以 that makes sense， 合理。All right.
Are you getting on? Are you getting on the mic?
Oh my god. Okay, I got a little bit of time.
What are you trying to do? You trying to sing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's do it.
Is this just like a create on the spot?
Yeah. Yes. I make the beats up on the spot, and then people make the vocals up on the spot.
Okay.
What are you trying to make?
R&B.
R&B?
Like Sade, Alicia Keys.
Ooh, Sade.
I've been listening to some SZA.
SZA.
All right, I gotta focus. I'm gonna figure this out.
Cause I remember your sound. Take me, baby. Wonder where you've been. I'm your girl and you're my guy. Searching. I'm not here to stay. Maybe find my way. Adore me.
Alright， 那今天就先到这里啦。如果还喜欢这样子影片的话，不要忘记帮我订阅、按赞，非常感谢。那我们下次见，Have a good one，拜拜。